I was also very ambitious because my husband, being a technical person, he got 100% finance from Gujarat Finance Corporation. So I went to Gujarat Finance Corporation. I said, मुझे भी 100% finance चाहिए because मेरे पास margin money तो कुछ है ही नहीं. They said 100% finance चाहिए आपको, हम नहीं दे सकते. I said why? They said एक family में 2 जन को 100% finance नहीं देंगे. I said आपने किसको दिया? कहते आपके husband को. उनका oh, so I'm divorcing. And the manager, I still remember, he's a good friend of mine now, why I still remember, his eyes were coming out, so Kido Hina mein, Kim, I'm not asking you to divorce. I said, that's what you are asking me to do. He said, no, aisa nahi hai, but I got 100% finance from Gujarat Finance Corporation. And that was the beginning of my journey as an entrepreneur. I enjoyed that. Earlier, my husband used to tell me, ye kar rahi ho, wo kar rahi ho. Now there was nobody to tell me. And let me tell you, he took 5 years to get 150 workers. I took 2 years to get 200 workers. Because marketing business was in my hand. Whoever will come, all the inspectors, you know, in a factory, how many inspectors come? Anybody? 135 in a year. So आपका सर, गला, हाथ, पैर, सब कुछ बंद होता है because these inspectors always come. So my husband said, Hina, आज तुम बैठा हो, मैं क्यों? वो इंस्पेक्टर आ रहा है, तुमसे घूस नहीं मांगे. I realized that women are very powerful. I'm coming to empowerment. Family was to come. हाँ, कोई बात नहीं, देख लूँगा मैं. Otherwise, I used to say, Kim, I have no time. Things changed. And who changed it? An entrepreneur. Had I not been an entrepreneur, this would not have happened. So, I enjoyed being an entrepreneur and the whole process. Most of the time, there were rejections. I remember when I come home, my mother-in-law will say, my son used to have always hot roti. Now, tu to ghare hoti j nathi. She forgot that I am bringing 1 lakh of rupees home. She was worried about the hot roti. See the life perceptions. We all have to understand. Entrepreneurship is not in isolation. Entrepreneurship is in the relationship with the family, social structure, community, and that is what we need to work on. Am I all right? Is the time up? What happened? What is the laugh? my husband, tum dekh lena na. In this process, there are times we may take away all the plans. But nevertheless, what I am telling, that there has to be a sharing with it. And that is the way the whole process goes on. In this process, there were many sufferings. By the time I started my factory, it was 4 to 5 years, and I suffered a lot. Suffered psychologically. I was masters in chemistry. I could do much more than just selling the product. I had much more ambition. I was suffering psychologically, and I was suffering emotionally. And I was suffering socially because nobody took me as a serious person. If I get a bread from Surendranagar, they say, Joyu, I nobody kare ne, etle bread khai. Now what kind of rejection is this? My neighbor will come and say, Hina mena thepla lo, tamne to time nahi malto hai na thepla banawano. I felt like these are the rejection in small centers. You are very fortunate to be in a center like this, and you are very fortunate to be in the new century. Things were very, very difficult. But it was a great joy. Experience of freedom, nobody could stop me, and all those problems, I never saw it as a problem. So that was my another lesson, that problem solving is a daily affair for you to become an entrepreneur. I decided to start my business, and that was the goal setting behavior. A goal setting behavior which was achievable. And the experience was fabulous. It was during that time I realized that there are many people can become entrepreneurs. By that time we grew so much that we shifted to Ahmedabad. We had our marketing office here, and that was the time I realized I was invited to give a lecture in one of the government offices, and I talked about my experience as an entrepreneur. And it was at that time Ford Foundation, one of the American companies, was doing a study. And they said, why don't you do a study of entrepreneurship and tell us that what kind of entrepreneurs are existing in our country. I did the study. It was a research study. I did the study, and it was realized that 3 kinds of entrepreneurs were existing in India at that point of time. Few were inherited the business. Baap dada ni pedi hati. They were doing business. Few were accidental entrepreneurs. They went to Calcutta, they got some material, started selling here. Those days things were not available the way things are available here. We call them accidental entrepreneurs. There were none who wanted to become an entrepreneur, and they became entrepreneurs. It was realized that our society was working towards, let me tell you, socialization pattern as well as our education pattern. My all faculty members are sitting here, due respect to all of you. But still our education system is focusing on the